This is a 2004 version. So this one was made in Korea, whereas the new ones are made in Indonesia. I think it's 2005 and onwards, made in Indonesia. The neck's nice and thin. It's not as thin as a Prestige neck, but still pretty thin. I find my hand gets a bit sore after been playing chords for a while, but it's still pretty comfortable playing leads. Pickups aren't very good. They're very hot, they're well suited for metal, but they're not very versatile. You can't really play anything else on them. I find the cleans tend to be a bit dull sounding. I don't recommend swapping the pickups out on a cheap guitar like this. You're better off buying a guitar with pickups that you already like. Manufacturers don't have to pay retail price for pickups, so they get them cheap. The biggest problem with this guitar is the tremolo. It's got an Edge 3, which is notorious for being bad. It's a cheap material. It doesn't hold tune. It might hold tune for the first 3 months you have it, but after that it'll be done. I don't recommend buying any cheap guitar with the tremolo, because if the guitar is cheap, then the tremolo is cheap. It's not going to hold tune and it's going to cause you a lot of problems. I've had to block mine off with wood. I haven't used the whammy bar in 3 years. It's just, you do one dive bomb and it'll be out of tune. The problem with cheap tremolos is when you're adjusting the string action, you have to turn these mounting studs, and these mounting studs grind up against the edge because the edge of the tremolo is sitting up against these studs. And when the tremolo is cheap, the material will grind away on the edge. So the best thing to do if you have a cheap tremolo to preserve the edge is to loosen the strings and then pull the tremolo out and then adjust the mounting studs. It's going to take you a lot longer to get the action you want, but at least it'll preserve the tremolo. if you are interested in this guitar, I recommend getting the RG321. It's basically the same thing, except instead of a basswood body, you get a mahogany body. Instead of a bad tremolo, you just get a hardtail, and it's cheaper.